Hello and welcome to Pickens Live. I'm Dr. Teina McConnell, the Executive Director here at Pickens Technical College. I'm here today with Sammy O'Neill, our Career Placement Coordinator, and she is going to tell us a little bit about the resource that she is for students and staff. So Sammy, tell us a little bit about what you do here at Pickens.
Of course. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Sammy O'Neill. As Dr. Teina McConnell said, I'm the Career Placement Coordinator. So what that means is that I help support students in engaging in professional development while they're here at Pickens. And so that can mean supporting them with their resumes, that can be their cover letter, that can be job searching, introducing them to our community partners. And then on the flip side of that, I also interact with all of our different employers throughout the community. And so I'll spend time chatting with them, just figuring out what it is they're looking for, what types of opportunities they have available for students, and really getting the two of them to connect together.
Great. So tell us about a connection you've made recently for a student.
Yes. So last year, towards the end of the school year, this was a really cool, exciting opportunity. One of our students in the advanced manufacturing program came to my office and he said, I'm really looking for a job within this field. Here's my experience. Here's my resume. We did a little touch up. And by the time he left my office, he already had an interview set up with an employer who he's now full-time employed with and works alongside another Pickens alum.
Well, that is amazing. So tell us, how do you find partnerships and how do you engage the community in the opportunity to hire our students?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways that I will find those partnerships. Sometimes they just reach out to us because Pickens has such a good name. And so they're like, how do we get in front of these students? How do I get Pickens students? How can I have them on my team? So that's the easy part because they come to us. The other thing is that I'll go to community networking events and spend time interacting with like Aurora Chamber of Commerce and meet some of the people there, tell them about Pickens, explain who we are, what types of students we have, what the programs look like, and then bring them either on campus or set up like a virtual meeting, get them engaged in some type of connection with those students.
And I know we have historically had a job fair here. Are we going to be face-to-face for a job fair this year? And when is it happening?
We hope so. That would be ideal. Everyone loves a face-to-face job fair where they can really, truly interact with those employers. The job fair is always the third Wednesday in April. So this year, it's April 20th. So if you're ever out there in the community and you're like, oh, Pickens, they do something every year, third Wednesday in April. So we will have that, and I'm really looking forward to it. And on top of that, we're going to have industry nights this year. So we're going to bring in some employers. We're going to bring in some students. We're going to let them like interact and network with each other. That way it's more of like building that relationship throughout the whole year instead of just like, here's a job, apply, the end. You know, we want them to have that partnership with our students and employers.
Nice. Now, how do students access you as a resource?
Yeah, so students, they can either swing by my office. With the career advisors, we're located right behind registration and right in front of financial aid. So a lot of students have experienced both of those offices. So that's kind of our marker. I'm also in building B. Okay. So not the building with the French fries, the other building. So students can access me there just by dropping by, or they can email me. We'll be sure to link my email in the video. I think that might be an option. That way they can email me and contact me at any point.
Okay. And are there any businesses or industries that you are seeking partnerships in right now that we can tell social media to come and find us?
Oh, yeah, that's great. So some industries that I would really like to partner with are within the multimedia graphic design. I think that's somewhere where it is such a unique industry and there is like a lot of freelance work. There's a lot of really cool companies in Denver that I would like to build that partnership with, get them on our occupational advisory committee, get them engaged with our students, and get some of our students jobs.
Great. So tell us, what is the occupational advisory committee and why would they want to partake in that opportunity?
Yeah. So the occupational advisory committee, that is where we partner up with employers. We have our instructional staff. We have Sometimes students will pop in, sometimes alumni, and it's really the opportunity to gain that industry knowledge and make sure that that's what we're teaching in the classes. So what I always tell employers is, we want you to have the best candidates when they leave Pickens. And so in order to do that, we have to communicate with you. We need to know what's working, what's not, what do you expect for these entry-level employees, so that we can then teach that to them and make sure that they are the best candidates for you. So that's kind of my pitch for employers of like, yeah, we want this, we want to learn from you. But on the flip side, it's also just as helpful for them, because then they are tied and connected with us and can have better access to those students.
Okay. So are there any hot jobs that you have in the queue that you need candidates for?
Oh my gosh, medical assistants and CNAs.
Okay.
Clearly, we are in a time where those are very valuable positions and needed in our economy and in our world. And so anybody, that is just hot ticket item. Anybody who has those skills, there are lots of employers waiting for you.
Okay. And you serve our alumni as well as current students?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So how do they get in touch with you again?
Also, my email, that's the best thing for alumni.
Okay.
Just email me. I tell people every day, like 5 years down the road, you're looking for a new career, you're still part of the Pickens family. Reach out to me. I'm happy to help with your resume, happy to help you find that employment.
Okay. And I know you have started something new where you're in the Commons. Tell us about that.
Yes. So every Wednesday, we're calling it Resume Wednesday. Every Wednesday from 10:30 to 12:30, you'll see me set up. We've got the little tablecloth. We've got some swag. And I'm just there to help you and support you with your resume, or job searching, or look at your cover letter, or just somebody to chat about career development. I just want to be present and make sure that students know where to find me and that consistency, and recognize that we're here with career services.
And where's that located?
So that's in our Commons. So the same place where you get your Starbucks, you get your food, that's where I'll be.
So Sammy, I know that you do financial literacy workshops. Tell us what those are and why somebody would want to come to one of those.
Yes, so those are one of my favorite event series that we have here at Pickens. We partner with the District Credit Union, and we have them once a month. They come in and they teach us valuable lessons about financial literacy. These are things like how to build up your credit, how to repair your credit, how to save money, make those budgets, the difference between a credit union versus a bank, how do you open an account, pretty much anything you need to know to get your financial future set up. And it's really nice because we actually have a branch here on campus with the District Credit Union. So it's perfect that they can then educate us, and then students can also access that during the school day as well, so that they can follow up and get their banking and credit needs there.
Okay, so how do they access those workshops? Where do they find out about them? Where are they located?
Yeah, so we're going to put out some flyers so students will be able to see when and where they are. They'll be in the column, no, they will be in the Crested Butte room.
Okay.
In Building B. And so students will be able to come to those. We're going to start off with having them at 3 p.m. That way, as soon as students are out of class, they can come over, or if you're in the AM program, if you've got that time and you can come back. But if not, that's okay. We're going to record all of them too. And then we'll post those online through YouTube. That way people can have access to those trainings as well.
Okay, great. So tell me, why is job placement such a big deal? Why is career advising just something that our students should realize is a huge resource? So what's the priority around that?
Yeah, so for me personally, I grew up in Aurora. I'm from Aurora. This is my community. And so it's really exciting for me to be able to help people, students and employers within this community that has given so much to me. It's exciting to be able to help them give back to the community and to find what they need and find their passion and find that area where they can contribute to the rest of the community here in Aurora. I think everybody needs career development. You could be totally satisfied, loving everything in your job, but still want to stay up to date on your resume, or still want to attend like professional development events or workshops or anything just to continue growing and setting goals for yourself.
Okay, well, that is super helpful. We do love to ensure that when our students leave us, they have everything they need to go and be successful, but it is just a little bit extra to ensure that you have a connection with industry and can walk right into a job if we can connect you to somebody who's seeking your skills. What kind of resources do we have to help students get comfortable with the idea of either interviewing or applying? Is there anything that they can do to feel empowered to start that process?
Yeah, absolutely. So myself and our career advisors, Pam and Janice, we love to do mock interviews with students. That is something that I think is so helpful because interviews, they can be kind of nerve-wracking. You know, you're set up in this position where you have to talk about yourself for a long period of time. That's not natural. People don't normally do that. So it's important to get those pre-interview jitters out with somebody who's there to support you, there to help you, there to give you that positive feedback so that when it comes time for you to actually interview, you've got it and you know what you're going to do.
Okay, well, that's a great resource. Y'all don't let this not be used. Please come to our career advisor department and take advantage of all these opportunities to get you ready for the workforce.
Yes, please.
Knowing that you are here doing career placement, do you know what the average yearly placement rate is for our programs?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to say it's very high. So we are in the 80 to 90% range. So what that means is that 80 to 90% of our students are placed in their field directly after completing their program here at Pickens.
All right, well, there's a point of pride. And so, again, don't miss the opportunity to make connections through the department that will ensure that you have what you need and the people that you need to make those connections. Is there anything else that you want blasted out there for people to know about your work, to know about how you can support them and what resource you can be for them that we haven't covered?
That's a great question. I think the last thing I'd really just want people to know is that you have the tools that you need to be successful in your career right here at Pickens. And we're always here. We're always accessible. Please come to us. Even if you think it's a silly question, just stop by. We're here to support you.
All right. And we are open to the public. We are allowing people to come and have tours here, come and touch base with our career advisors and our the whole team that could give you information about any programs that we do have, any education that you might be interested in, and just to find out what all we have to offer and stop by and see Sammy at the same time. So don't hesitate to drop by. We would love to have you come by.
Thank you.